Hey, boys and girls! Welcome to Central Kids Storytime Online. We have another exciting story for you this week. Are you ready? Today's story is a parable found in Luke 15, verse 11 to 24. It is the parable of the prodigal son. Jesus told a story. There once was a man who had 2 sons. One day the youngest son asked his father for his inheritance money. His father gave it to him. He packed his things and left his father's house. He spent all of his money in wild living, and soon it was all finished. A famine came over the country and a local farmer offered him a job feeding the pigs. He was so hungry, and he remembered his father's servants who had plenty of food to eat. He wanted to go back home to his father. He would say, "Father, I have sinned before heaven and before you. I am no longer worthy to be called your son. Treat me as one of your hired servants." He began his long journey back home, and when he was still a far way off, his father saw him and ran to him and hugged him and kissed him and told the servants to bring him a fine jacket and a fattened calf for a big feast. This story reminds me of a verse in John 6, verse 37. "All that the Father gives me will come to me, and whoever comes to me I will never cast out." For today's craft, you are going to need a piece of red paper, 2 pieces of white paper, a pencil, a pair of scissors, glue, a marker, and a circular object to trace. Take the red piece of paper and fold it in half long ways and cut it out. One of the pieces you are going to fold into 3 equal parts. Then take the white paper and your circular object and trace a circle onto your white paper. Also draw a square that will fit into one of the equal parts of the red piece on your white paper. Then you're going to take your second white paper and you are going to trace around your hands. You might need to ask someone to help you to trace around the hand that you don't draw with. Then we're going to stick all the pieces together. The square will go in the middle of the 3 equal pieces of the red paper. The circle will go just above the square. The 2 hands will go on either end of the red paper. Then you are going to draw a face on your circle, and inside the white square you can write a verse about forgiveness. My favorite verse is 1 John chapter 1 verse 9, which says, "If we confess our sin, he is faithful and just to forgive us our sins and to cleanse us from all unrighteousness." Thank you for joining us at Central Kids Storytime Online. See you next week. Bye-bye.